Bloody hell, let me tell you what's got me absolutely buzzing about this Diego Leon signing that's just been confirmed. I've been watching the images come through on the club's website over the weekend, and there's something special happening here that shows exactly why Ruben Amorim gets what this club is all about. You see, when Leon was getting his tour of the Theater of Dreams, he wasn't just wandering around with any old guide. No, mate. He was walking through our hallowed halls with Jason Leach, the same top bloke who's been showing players and fans around Old Trafford for years. And here's the thing that's got me proper excited. This was no coincidence. This was Amorim keeping a promise he made back in November when he first arrived. And it tells you everything about the gaffer's character. Look, if you're loving this kind of behind-the-scenes insight into what's really happening at United, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. We're building something special here together, just like Amorim's doing with the squad, and I want you lot along for every step of this journey. Trust me, there's so much more coming that you won't want to miss. When Amorim first walked through Old Trafford with Jason back in November, he said something that stuck with me. When the players come here, they should make the same tour with the same guy all the time. I think this is very important to do. At the time, I thought it was a nice touch, but seeing it in action with Leon, it's absolutely brilliant. It shows that our manager understands that playing for United isn't just about the football. It's about understanding the weight of the badge, the history, the responsibility that comes with wearing that red shirt. The 18-year-old Paraguayan wonder kid might have cost us around $3 million, rising to $7 million with add-ons, but what he's bringing is something you can't put a price on. This lad's got that South American fire in his belly, and his message to the fans proper got me. I promise to give my best every day, in training, on the pitch, and off it. That's what we want to hear, isn't it? No fancy words, no agent speak, just pure commitment. What's even better is that the club's statement suggests he's staying put rather than heading out on loan. They're talking about him being supported by our first team and the academy whilst he settles into life in Manchester. That tells me Amorim sees something special in this kid and wants him close to the first team setup. Remember, we've already seen lads like Heaven and Obi break into the senior squad, and this is exactly the kind of youth development we've been crying out for. But here's what really gets me about this whole situation. It's not just about Leon. It's about Amorim showing that he's different from the managers we've had before. He's not just promising change. He's delivering it in the small details that matter. Making sure every new player gets the same tour, with the same guide, understanding the same history. That's the kind of consistency and attention to detail that builds a winning culture. When you come here, it's so different. You see the trophies, you see the tragedy that we have as a club, Amorim said during his own tour. So you can understand the history. After the crash, then we were European champions. This kind of strength, I think it is important to put in our team. The fact that Leon walked through the same corridors as Best, Charlton, and Cantona, hearing the same stories about Munich, about 68, about 99, about all the moments that made this club great, that's going to stay with him. This lad's already made 33 senior appearances for Cerro Porteño, scoring 4 goals, so he's not some kid who's never kicked a ball. He's 6'4" in tall, quick, aggressive, and can contribute in attack. Exactly what we need at left back. And when he steps out at Old Trafford for the first time, whether it's with the under-21s or the first team, he'll know exactly what shirt he's wearing and what it means. This is exactly the kind of thing that gives me hope we're finally heading in the right direction. Amorim's not just building a team, he's building a culture. And if Diego Leon's arrival is anything to go by, we might just have something special brewing at Old Trafford. The gaffer promised to do things properly, and he's delivering on every single detail. Do you lot agree with this, or are we being too hopeful again?